Welcome back, everyone, to the Forum. Now, on this week's Growing, Eating, and Educating, NanBop Farm Director Andrea Bushre is going to take us out to the farm to meet the new chickens.
Oh, yeah. Well, they've been adjusting to their new nests and laying eggs. So let's head out to NanBop Farm and get our hands dirty.
Hey guys, welcome back to Growing, Eating, and Educating. I'm your farm director, Andrea Bushre. And as you can tell, we are out here in the pasture with our new chickens. These guys are called pullets because they are basically immature hens. And so they're around like 21 weeks old right now, so they're actually just starting to lay their eggs. But these guys are our new flock, so we have 200 of them, and we got them from Meyer Hatchery in Ohio. We put them in the coop and we left them in there for 3 days so that they kind of got acquainted with the coop and they knew exactly where their new home is supposed to be. And then we let them out. We had a fence around the coop so that they wouldn't go underneath the coop and be able to like sleep under there and get confused where they're supposed to sleep, or start to lay their eggs under there. And so this whole process took us about a week or so. And so we've only moved them like 5 times or so, just because it takes a long time for them, once they're coming from a hatchery, to kind of transition them into a pastured space. So this is our mobile coop where they'll be staying for all summer. So they've got their roost bars in here, they've got their feed, their water, and also their nest boxes. We also have lights in here so that when it gets towards the end of the season where light starts to diminish a little bit, we can keep their production high with adding these lights. So we have a solar panel in here that helps automate things for us so that we're not constantly coming in here and out of here feeding and watering all the time. Because with 200 hens, that would be a lot of work. We also have a peck stone in here that helps just deal with like any aggression or frustration that they might have. But it also helps as like a little calcium supplement as well to kind of boost their egg production and give them a nice harder shell. These are the nest boxes, and you'll see the chickens are in there right now, and the nest box floor is actually slanted, and it's similar to our winter coop. It's slanted so that the eggs kind of roll out from underneath the chicken, and this just kind of prevents them from brooding on them, so trying to hatch their eggs. So when they lay their eggs, it rolls out from under them and onto this conveyor belt. And really all this does is make it a lot faster and a little bit easier for us to actually collect the eggs. And the other thing I wanted to note, because they're pullets and just immature chickens that have just started laying, they lay much smaller eggs. And so I would say it's about like half the size of a regular egg, or maybe a little bit bigger than that. So they're much smaller, and that's just because they're young and they're still trying to kind of get into their full egg production. And so after about 2 or 3 weeks or so of them laying these pullet eggs, they'll start to lay the larger eggs that you see in the grocery store. And so these are eggs that, because they're smaller, sometimes they're a little bit more prized by like chefs or other culinary enthusiasts, just because they're a little more fun to work with, kind of like a quail egg or something like that. They're just a little more unique and hard to find. So they're a lot more fun, but they still have just as much nutrition in them. There's just a little less egg there for you. So that's our quick introduction to our new hens and just kind of what they're doing on the farm and what it took to kind of get them to the system we're in now. Just stay tuned throughout the season for more updates on our new chickens.